Benoit Felten, what is structural separation really?
Structural separation is the notion that the telecom network and the telecom services are operated by different companies that have no capitalistic ties between each other. And that delivers essentially three positive outcomes. A level playing field for all market players to be treated equally, but also an improved shareholder value for both the network entity and the service entities, and the ability to deploy a long-term network solution to the largest possible part of the population.
Yeah, here in NaMeX 2018, you quoted the New Zealand example. Why is it interesting? What are the outcomes?
Well, it's interesting because it's, for now, the only example where we have enough history to look back and see that it has worked. And it has worked on these three pillars. Competition has been improved. There are new market players now entering the market. The shareholder value of both Chorus, the infrastructure company, and Spark, the ex-incumbent service company, have improved significantly. And New Zealand, in the space of 5 years, has deployed fiber to 75% of the population and is now on target to deliver FTTH to 90% of the population. So it seems to be a very clear and positive example that this is working.
Another thing you pointed out from your presentation is that FTTH is the right solution in the long term. Why?
Well, simply because all of the layers of copper enhancement solutions that we can put on the existing copper networks have a short, limited ability to deliver what we need. So whoever you talk to in the telecom industry, they know that within the next 10 years they need to have fiber all the way. So why delay that decision? It's better to do it for once than to constantly reinvest to try and get it closer and closer to the end user.
And what happens when you apply this vision to Italy?
Right. So I think there's two aspects here that are playing kind of at the same time. Italy is late in FTTH deployment. There are only two other countries in Europe that are at that stage, which are the UK and Germany. When we see what is happening in all three countries, it's actually very similar. You have non-telecom players or players other than the incumbent are now getting funded to deploy FTTH. Here in Italy, it's open fiber. But essentially what this means is the market will get there with or without the incumbent. It would just be so much easier if it was with the incumbent. So really, the point that to me is very important is what is the game for the incumbent to say no? Because if they say no, someone else is going to build that fiber, so they will be competed against, which means that their investment case for fiber or anything else becomes worse, and they lose market share. I don't see how that is a positive outcome for anyone. So it seems to me that it's a sensible solution. And as I said, the argument that they're working in favor of their shareholders doesn't stand either, because this is actually in the shareholders' interest.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.